We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
It's Stacey from Stacey J Studio. Today I'm looking at, looks very foggy. It's like it's smoky on the screen. Smoky. Every time that word is said, that is how it's said in this house. So I am looking at, there you go, it's following me now. I'm looking at doing some macrame. Now, it's not how I say it. I say macrame. When I'm not wiping my nose, it's macrame. Sorry, that itchy nose. I want to make, I've got a gorgeous hanging basket. Do you want to see it? I'll show it. I made it earlier this year. I've made two. One was too small. So then I made this. I'm going to show you because I want to show you because it's kind of fun. Okay, I'll stand in front of it. Oh. Look at that plant. We're renovating, so excuse all the I'm going to turn this around. I wonder if I can turn it around while I'm on it. So that, look at, you got the holes in the roof. It's like somebody was looking for something. Okay, so I made that. And I had lots left over, so I made it double. And it sits at the front of my, oh, there's another sewing machine. It's at the front of my entryway. Oh, that's crooked. There we go. Right, so yes, sorry about that. So the house is actually in the reno stage. Like lots of renos going on. Lots of renos. So I'm looking at doing some macrame. Okay, so I've got some little stuff. I'm going to just turn that around. So that was my house. Well, the front door anyway. That used to be a garage. Like this used to be a garage. A garage. Okay, so I'm going to get 4 meters of this twiny stuff. Macrame cord. Macrame cord. Americans call it macrame and they also call it applique. And, well, the French words. So they'll probably say it right. But I always knew it as applique and macrame. Yay. So I am going to tutu. Let's put some shoes on. The floor's concrete underneath here, being the old garage. Right, I'm going to measure out 4 meters times 8. Okay?
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Okay, so I just got a phone call. Sorry, I just had to put my cord down. Work getting in the way of play, huh? Okay, so what I did was I took the 4 meters, the 6 lots of 4 meters. I did only 6, not 8, like I was going to do. And I went halfway and then dropped it up about 7 centimeters. So I moved it back. So I found the center of it and then moved it back up. So obviously went off center because I'm making the loop with the knots. Then I made got my 1 meter length and I am making square knots. Okay, the square knot is put the the left hand side over. I gotta do one. Hang on a sec. Right, I'm just going to scroll you down a bit. Right, there we go. So there's my 6. You take the left hand side, you put it under the right hand side. The right hand side goes behind the 6 and comes through the loop, and that is a square knot. You tighten it then. And then you do the opposite. Right hand goes over the top. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does. Goes underneath. The other one goes, the right hand side goes underneath the left. The left hand side goes under the 6 and up through the loop, and you pull it tight. Okay, make sure you squitch them all together, pull it nice and tight. Okay, and that's how you make a square knot. So you keep going until you run out. You'll notice that they'll be uneven. They'll be uneven, and they'll be, I'm just going to put something on the screen. Oh, when your phone is horizontal, adjust your left and right until the center of gravity is close to the center of the phone. Okay, right, I see. Right. Sorry about that. So you'll see that they're uneven, but they will change each time. Okay, so I am now going to do my square knots. Just make sure they're pulled nice and tightly. Right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a wrap knot. Okay, so I can make the loop. Make sure you position the loop. There's not much more I can do with this. I actually can try and do one more. Should try to do it the other way. One more knot. Now it's a done deal. It's done, I think. I'm just fighting hard to get this last one out. No, it's not going to work. So you make sure it's still in half. Okay, you can slide this knot. So make sure your ends are even. Looks like it's a bit not even here. A bit not even. Boom, boom. Right. Yep, so I'm going to slide it a bit. Right. To make the wrap knot, you get the two sides together and you stick a bit of the rope up in the top. Okay, and then you make a loop underneath, and then you hold it all together and you go around. Just nice and tight. Make sure that stays up. You got your loop down the bottom here. Okay, about 5 times. That's 4, 5. And then you want to put your leftover bit underneath, and you pull the top, you pull it all the way up so it sits inside. Sits inside it. So I've got a little tuck under there, pulled that rope up, got the little, I pulled it up nice and tight, and I have those left out, and of course this tailie here. Okay, then I've got like this ostrich. We'd call that an octopus. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, that's pretty easy. Just if I just focus on that. Right, so the next thing we want to do is we want to mark down, say, 12 centimeters. It depends on you, I guess, what you're planning to put into it. So, oh, yeah. So I'm just roughly going to go down 12 centimeters. Okay, I separated the group, so there's a lid somewhere on the ground, and the dog does like to eat them. And I cannot see it. There it is. Right. So you go 12 centimeters down, and you do the square knots again. So remember, you go over, you make a loop there, and you want to make sure that it stays at that spot. Where's my little pink spot? There. Right, that one goes over one side, then the other goes over the other side. Once you get that first firm start on it, you're pretty good then. Okay. I'll have a little bit of a twist to it, but now, it always depends on which item you're going to stick in this, is how long you go down. Mum gave me a big bowl of, it's a cane basket. I'll actually go and get it and show you. It's got stuff in it because I put stuff in everything I can find. That's who art is. Right, so I'd really love it to fit the base of this. It's quite a big basket. And put a plant in it or something like that. So I'm back in now, and I've done 2 of these for my hanging basket hooky thingamajiggy. So I'm going to get those 2 out the way, and I'll bring back forward these 4. Been a whole day past. I started this because I actually had to go somewhere today, and I didn't want to run short of time for my Vlogmas. Hey miss, vlog. Right, it's mass, I know what it is. Right, so I had been for a drive today to see a client, and I have just got back. So I'm sort of still up in the air about what I'm doing today. So I'm dropping this down 12 centimeters, if you remember from yesterday. But I will do the first one, and then make sure that they match up. So if you remember, we're doing square knots, which is right over left, left over right. So we come down to our pink ditty, and I usually start with the left goes under the right, and the right goes back up towards the loop there. Pull it out and square it off. Okay, this is when I want to get the other octopus legs and bring them down to make sure it's going to match the same height. So it's not, it's a bit taller. Excuse me, I've got to take this. I have no idea who it is. There you go. Okay, so that was the lawyer. Gotta tell you, Mum's house is settled. Whoop, whoop. It is awesome. Right, so let's see if that's the same length. I've just done 2 knots, and it's still a bit too high, that first knot. Then I just pull it down. I jimmy it. That's the technical word, jimmying. Okay, and why does that want to hold up so much? Right, spin that around, and I'll do some more. I go behind. Remember, the right goes behind, the other one comes up behind that and through the loop. I mean, it might have been 24 hours for me from when I started this. Well, not 24 hours, but you know, yesterday. So I'm only doing it, and I'll be fast forwarding it and bringing them together. Okay, so I'm going to go down until they match in size. Okay, I'll fast forward you guys.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings.
There. What to do next? What to do? It's still too low or high for me to hang on the hook. They're roughly around the same, what's that thing called? Now, because I want to put a big basket in it, I've got to keep leaving these separated, because the minute you join them together like that is when you start netting. So we don't want to net yet. So I've got some beads. I'll be back. I'll show you my beads. I've got a lot of natural ones, so I might do natural. See my beads? Now you got to make sure when you get your macrame beads that you actually get the right scummy on it, right? So you can put like one up the center and then start knotting it again. Got some round ones. These, so see, I'm actually look at me, oblong, round, funky monkey. And these ones here all have a varnish on them of some description. So I wouldn't be using those because I obviously have gone natural. You could put like a ring in the center one there and then keep going, but I did that with my other one and it looks a bit naff. But you got to make sure the hole's bigger. So that, although mind you, they are done. So I could have those sorts of things. So let's play. Okay, I'm going to put 2 of these now because I am who I am. I've knotted the bottom so that I have to put the knot in. The knot's not going to work. It's just not going to work. Pun everywhere on that one. Okay, mouth helps. It's just when you've got stupidly long fingernails like I have now. Right. The other thing you could probably stick over the ends of this to stop it from fraying, frayed knot, is I wonder if, stand by. No, okay, my wonder if didn't happen. So I'm just going to pause you for a sec, and actually I'm not. I'm just going to go and get it. I'll be back. I'm just going to get some, oh, sellotape's right here. I'm going to get some sellotape, and that will sharpen the ends and keep the ends together so I can thread it through because, so I'm going to take the middle 2. I think that's the one I unknotted. Yoz, it was the one I unknotted. I'm just going to wrap it around. That's and a little pair of snippies. Oh, my big mammoth. Oh no, there's some snips. I'll poke one in. Oh, that thread's better. And I'll undo this one. I gave it a bit more than the 4 meters I said to do. Was it 4 meters? It was 4 meters. Was it 3 meters? It was yesterday, guys. I just wanted it super long so I could put that big basket in. There we go, look at that. It's like a shoelace. Oh, it does fit. It does. Get that in. Get that puppy in there. Right, okay, so these are the middle 2 at the moment. So your imagination is the only thing that probably stops you from doing anything like this. So again, we're going to do, after that, I'm going to go down and do another knot under it so it sits underneath the bead. Oh, look at that. I feel like I'm in the 70s. Age of Aquarius. That's 60s, isn't it? And I'll do the right hand knot. Oh, no, dudes. Dudes, this is awesome. I'm pretty happy wrong side. Now, you can tell that I'm left-handed. I'm so much better at doing knots one side than I am doing knots the other side. It's very, very obvious in it all. Okay, what I actually should have done was put them, actually I'm going to undo this now because my string for my centerpieces is way too long. Oops. I might get Mr. Christopher because I'd like to make some of these this summer. I've got spider plants. I haven't been, I'm not a real plant person. You guys saw me out in the garden yesterday in my white pants, no less. That was brought up. I'm going to see how many more times it's brought up today. Yes, wait until Mum sees it. Oh, that's better. That's much better. Right, get on there. Right, so what I'm going to do is put that there. Then I'm going to swap out the outsides. Okay, and I'm going to go knot that side and under. Well, that's very little and tight. I was just getting my tongue is actually doing all the work. Let's see if this works, hey guys? Okay, yep, just a little fiddle with your tongue and make sure your tongue's out and doing the work, and swap it over. Did I swap it over? Yeah. Okay, and you can go down now using the center, the other 2, to help even it out. So fast forward that. So do you like that bead? I can hear you all saying, yeah, wow, rockin', McHockin'. All right, so I'm going to put you on fast forward.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh.
edge of it, I've got to the bottom of where I put the toggles, okay, but it's still not going to be big enough to put in. I just emptied it. This. That's how big it is. I've got a big head too. Empty, but a big head. So it's got to be able to fit, you know what I mean? Like that. Know what I'm saying? Right, like that. And then like that. So we've got a ways to go before we start to make a basket, a web. That makes sense. I'm going to, oh God. Right, okay. So I reckon we need to get down to about this point here before we, I might just mark it with my little pinkness. Where's my pinkness? There it is. So I'm just going to sort of make that mark. Because it's got to spread around the actual bowl itself. I've never made one for a bowl this big, so we can make a mess of this together, can't we? Yes, Stacey, we can. Right, so what we can do, I want to show you how to do the twist, okay? Not the, everybody, oh, you can see me in the look. Oh, this is my dress I'm wearing. It's not the fern bird, it's got little sleeves like this. My mum reminded me when I made the fern bird, she goes, oh, that's like that blue dress. I'm like going, what blue dress, Mum? The only thing I don't like is because, look, because my girls are out and I'm in there. And it's not in that far, to be honest. But I know I could wear a belt, but my waist is right here. So belt's got to sit down here on my hips. But yes, it's floaty and nice. So my clients told me I look nice in it today. I think it's because it's blue. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do the twist thing. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to get rid of 2 again. Okay, I'm going to make sure that's on properly. Okay, and we're going to come down. Oh, I've got to stop saying okay. We're going to come down about 8 centimetres. I want my ruler, which is underneath you guys. Wait there. I'm going to move you. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Go down 8 centimetres from the bottom of the knot. It's down there. The last knot, the last square knot, I should say. Go there. And what I'm going to do is just move you down a bit so you can see what I'm talking about. I'm going to just get all of them and I'm going to tie it in a knot. Okay, just be nice and gentle with it. Nice and gentle. Actually, what I might do first is, where's my big, there's only 2 of those. Yep, I'll keep going this way. And pull them all out. I drop put that loop there in line with my 8 centimetres. Just make sure it's all nice and tidy. The weight of the basket and whatever I put in the basket, because that's a mystery to me as well, is going to be weighting. Not weighting, but weighting up the thing. So that's a nice little knot there. So many knot jokes. I am about probably a centimetre below, so I just got to make sure that the others kind of even up at that as well. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a twist knot. I'm going to wind it around one more time so it sort of is a bit easier for me to do it. Now the twist knot, I've got to find the longest tails. Okay, which means we're going to take out the shortest. The shortest ones are these 2. So these 2 need to make sure that they're in the center. Okay, and the twist knot is half of a square knot. Right, do we want to put a bead in? Do we want to put a bead in, guys? Should we put a bead in? We'll put a bead at the beginning of the twist knot. And just keep those long ones there. Oh, this is, I'm going to take the knots out of these. I've got knots in this one. So, oh, I wonder if I should put this nice big long one in. do you think of that one? Should we put that one in? Either that or one of those ones. Might do those ones. I was going to put one of these big ones in, but they're oh, we might have a winner. Okay, so I'm just going to sellotape this up. I'm not learning with you, but I'm building this one for the first time with you guys. Like I said, Mum literally emptied the house, and there was some stuff that she'd kept for years and years and years, and asked me if I wanted this particular basket, knowing that I'm into macrame now. Not my first rodeo. So that's going to pop that in there. Just popping it out's the problem. Okay, and then I'll just do this one as well. I wonder if my kids will notice it being in the house. Oops, oops, oops. Stuck to my big long nail. I'll have my nails trimmed the next time. I didn't have them trimmed. This one's all mine now. That's why it's short, and that one's all mine now. That's why it's short. Those two broke just before I actually got my nails done. All the rest are all mine, except for that one's got a little bit. Just thought I'd share that information with you, because I often hand out that useless information that you guys just love not hearing about. Right, okay, so I'm going to tuck this one in as well and pull the other one, which should, oh, didn't, but I thought it would help push this one through. There it is. Okay, so there's the square. Do you think that looks all right? A knot and then that. What do you think? That should go above the knot. Too late. Right, okay, so we're going to do it one side only. So we've got the long ones we're dealing with, and we're going to go one side only. So I seem to work better right-handed. Well, going from my left to my right, because my left hand knows what it's doing when my right goes to there. So I did it for this one where this went behind. It's the same thing again. This goes behind, sorry. So that goes behind. So it's the same side. Each time I'm coming over to the right. Okay, so I tighten that up. So I'm coming over to the right. It goes behind the right one. Up we go. Go behind the right. And up we go. See, it's already twisting. Okay, it's already got the twist on. Oops. Straighten it up. So I'm going to do this and the others, and I'll see you back here soon.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Okay, so I'm just going to pause rewind for a second. Right, so I've got down to my little knots. Now I think that this is where I can separate it enough and split it and join two from one. Oh, hang on, make sure that it's sort of in some sort of sequence. So that's the back. So two from this to that. I'm just going to gently just knot them together. Okay, I might knot them closer to what they're meant to be, just so that I've got know which is which. And I'm going to take these two and join it with the two of this other one. Just a gentle little knot together. This is not how it's going to be. I'm just trying to make sure I got my little, watch me put my jacket on over the top of my seat belt. Have you ever done that? Come on, you're not human if you haven't done that. Put your seatbelt on over a jacket on over the top of your seatbelt, and then you wonder why you can't get out. I mean, I don't mind being the only egghead. No, that's twisted. So I'll just twist him back around the other way. And I want these two to be with this too. Okay, so what we're going to do is we've now changed our fours. And this is where the web starts. Okay, So this is where the basket holder will become the basket holder. And again, how far it stretches out is how far I let it take it. So I quite like that length. I'll just measure this. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Of course not. Of course not, Stacey. You've got us hanging up there. So I might just drop that up to 14 centimetres. Okay, and that's where they will be. 14 centimetres is up here. This is a rough, so when I get over to the other ones, I'll just put them over there for now. Down to about there. And what am I going to do to start this? I wonder if I should just that two, take the outside two, and start with a square knot. And I'll just remeasure that. That's off right on 14 centimetres. Okay, so I've done one square knot there, and I will do the other over this side. It's 2 square knots. Oh, that's a square knot, I should say. It's not 2 square knots. You can see there, one goes under, okay? The other one goes under that side. That's how you know you've done a square knot. So I'm just going to get the next two, which are octopus gone wry. Right, so not that two, but okay, I'm just going to put that down because my brain's gone a bit. So take those two. Which way is that one facing? It's that way more. Take those two. And I'm going to knot it about here. Start with my left hand side so I know what I'm doing. So my left goes to my right hand side, behind the right hand side, and now the right goes to the left hand side behind, and knot it up. I just want to get to that level so I know that I've got it nice and even. With the other one. Nice. Nice. Okay, and then I've got the other. Oh, man down. There it is. The other ones. Okay, so you can see there, I'm just making a massive mess. You see how it's now making a basket way? Okay, so it's about there. I'll pull it up. My left goes behind my right. Right goes up into the loop. Stage one of the knot. And then my right goes behind my left. The left goes up through the loop. Behind and up through the loop. Basically, you're just tying a whole ton of knots. Fancy knots. Okay. So now, let me just show you. It has now become joint. And where we go from here is how big the basket can be when it fits in. Okay. So I'm going to put, because I can, I'm going to do something with this, as I would like to stick a bead and then do it again. So I'm going to pick the same bead we had up here, take my middle two, they look totally the wrong length. Really wrong lengths. But now we've stolen off another group of 4, and that's why the lengths are different, because it obviously didn't just grab the short ones. Right, and there, oops, and we all come crashing down, and the walls come tumbling. Okay, so again, left behind the right, right up through the loop. Now the left goes behind, no, the right goes behind the left, and then up through the loop. So we get the next one. Do we though? Do we get the next one? That's that one. We want this one. Seems like these aren't tight. That's not tight. Okay. We would like the middle two. We would like one of those beads. And in we go. Right over left, left over right. Okay, I've decided I want it lower. See how it sits? It doesn't sit very good on the bowl. So I'm going to release this, and I'm just pulling these two sides here, which releases the bottom knot. And you got your basket fall out and hit me in the head. Okay, so just slide the knot down to the knot area. Pull the little bead seed down. Okay, and then undo this one. It's very easy to do it like this. My arms are a little bit achy, but you know. Okay, so that's gonna that much more. See how I like how they sit over the top. So I will now release this last one. But of course, now with it all being a little bit different, I'm going to take the bowl out and see where these two sit when it's straight. Okay, so that's about the same. That's about the same, and I haven't knotted this one down yet. Okay. Because don't forget that's where the basket lays. So if the basket's too small, the basket of the macrame, if it's too small, then it's going to not fit in our thingo. Our thingo would be a basket. Our scummy. Right, that's a bit better. I think I'm happy with that. I'll just pull this one tighter. They're all the same length. Okay, now when I put the basket in, oops. I'm going to put the basket in. There we go. That looks better, doesn't it? Gives it more depth. Gives it more something I can put in there. Now these are all underneath here. And then I can start back down here and do something under here. Not much is left. Yay, yay. Okay, right. Now to think about what I'm going to do. I wonder if I should just tie it in a knot here. And put a bead in between a knot and a knot. What do you guys reckon? Or we could just join it back up to here. These four here like that. Sort of lose the beads, don't you? That we put in this here. If we do that. Think, Stacey, think. I'll go away and think. Okay, I've decided to do another twist knot. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing about half a dozen of them, and I've come down another 8 centimeters. Okay, so I will finish that up. See you on the other side. I did eight, it wasn't half a dozen, it was eight twists, which is one-sided of the square knot. Now I want to finish it all off, and we finish it off similar to how we started it, by getting your 50 centimeter piece, lay your little upright up, okay, and don't forget you've got to have a loop down the bottom, not too much of a loop because you've got to wrap it around. So, and I instantly lost, here we go, here's my loop, And I am going to, every time I lose the loop, right, there's the top of the loop around there. So pull it nice and tight. Just nice and tightly around it. So you've got a nice wrap. Yep, I think that's enough. Poke it through the loop. And then, of course, get your top little scrummy that we had, and you slide it up. And you pull it up. It's gone up a few layers, okay, and you got those extra bits there. So that is the hangy basket. I will turn you around so you can see it. I put a little hook in it, got it on there better. Down, the basket's there. Look at this mess on my table. And that, the thing is, you can trim it off and do what you want with this. You can leave it hanging like this. Usually Karina comes and fonts it out for me. But yeah, she gets a little hairbrush and brushes them. I won't do that. If she wants to do that when she comes here, she can. I don't mind. Right, there you go. What do you guys think? What am I going to put in it? That's what I think. So last but not least, I'm just going to make sure it is you trim off this. You don't need that one. That's the one that you pulled it up. And the bottom. So you should only be left now with the ones you did. You can do whatever you want down the bottom. You can trim them all off to the same. I think I'll leave it. It feels very I don't know what you call it. What do you call it? Dreadlocky at the moment. So yeah, there you go. That's today's item. I've got, I didn't get to say good morning to you, but I will pop, actually, don't worry. I'm going to start a morning one and put it before the drive out. If I don't see you later on, I want to say stay well, safe and dry and warm. Especially you guys over that cold, snowy side of the world. Awesome looking at pictures. I think Rachel took us for a walk today through snow, and it was very pretty. It's not pretty here like that. It's different pretty. And so definitely stay warm, guys, and keep cool and keep on sewing. If not sewing, crafting. I think you'll know what I mean by that now, because yeah. I about face. That's it. I about face. Okay, guys. See you later.